Come to the crossroad under purple skies, where the thunder talks and a midnight wolf cries. I kneel in the ashes of promises made, praying for a light through my darkest shade. My hands are bloody from the years gone by. My soul feels heavy beneath this midnight sky. The devil waits at the corner to collect, but I'm reaching upward for what I neglect. Lord, lift me up from this barren ground. Break these chains that weigh me down. I walk through the valley, I carry my shame, but by your grace I'll rise again to a holy road from a path of sin, where the light cuts through the dim. At the crossroads, Lord, take me in. I see the ghosts in the rearview mirror, the lies I told now so much clearer. I traded peace for a pocket of gold, left my soul stranded, bitter and cold. The gospel song starts deep in my soul, where a spark ignites, making me whole. Your hands, Lord, lift me from the clay. Your love shines a path through my darkest day. Lord, lift me up from this barren ground. Break these chains that weigh me down. I walk through the valley, I carry my shame, but by your grace I'll rise again to a holy road from a path of sin, where the light cuts through the dim. At the crossroads, Lord, take me in. Fall, but through your grace I conquer it all. Your blood covers a multitude of sin. At these crossroads I'm born again. Lord, lift me up from this barren ground. Break these chains that weigh me down. I walk through the valley, I carry my shame, but by your grace I'll rise again to a holy road from a path of sin, where the light cuts through the dim. Crossroads, Lord, take me in. The preacher said the river runs with grace, but I ain't seen no water in this place. Just cracked red clay and bones below, where mercy used to overflow. I baptized sins that wouldn't drown. They float right back when no one's round. Ain't no flood gonna wash me clean when the river's only dust and dreams. When the river dries, where will I stand? With empty hands and a guilty man, a soul too worn to even weep, digging graves where prayers don't sleep. And if the sky don't break and the Lord don't cry, what becomes of me when the river dries? I've poured whiskey on a broken cross, told God I'm sorry for what I lost, but silence echoes like a drum when even heaven comes undone. When the river dries, where will I stand? With empty hands and a guilty man, a soul too worn to even weep, digging graves where prayers don't sleep. And if the sky don't break and the Lord don't cry, what becomes of me when the river dries? You can't roll rise, I'll speak my name, the dust, the wind, and holy shame. If there's no flood, then fire may fall. Let it take my sins, take it all. I ain't clean, but I ain't blind. I'll face my truth when the river dries. My rifle's worn, my boots are cracked, but I still carry him on my back. A wooden cross round my neck swings low, while letting thunder rule below. The rifle and the cross both held tight. One brings death, one brings light. I pray before the shots ring out, 'cause faith still whispers through the doubt. I ain't proud of every line I crossed, but I still carry the rifle and the cross. The battlefield don't fear no man, but heaven counts each grain of sand. And when I fall, if I must go, I hope the Lord still sees my soul. The rifle and the cross both held tight. One brings death, one brings light. I pray before the shots ring out, 'cause faith still whispers through the doubt. I ain't proud of every line I crossed, but I still carry the rifle and the cross. My home, my blood, my vow, left nothing breathing but here and now. I came out black and burned and bare, but still held something in the smoky air. Not gold, not pride, not holy book, just a name I saved and never shook. A voice I heard when the world turned red, the last thing she whispered before she bled. Some men walk with steel and grace. I just crawl with her in place. That's what I carry through the fire. Not a sword, not a crown, not a choir. Just one soft word, one final breath, still echoing men who left their souls in wars back then, but none of them had words to say when I named what I brought that day. We don't all make it out the same. Some hold a cross, some hold the flame, and I still carry through the fire. Her name, her warmth, her last desire. No angel sang, no God reached down, just ash and love I wouldn't drown. No sermon's light, no heaven's wire, just what I carried through the fire. And I still carry through the fire. Her name, her warmth, her last desire. No angel sang, no God reached down, just ash and love I wouldn't drown. No sermon's light, no heaven's wire, just what I carried through the fire. I stood out front with blood on my hands, boots still muddy from foreign lands. The steeple shone like heaven's gate, but no one came and I didn't wait. I heard the hymns through broken glass as children sang of things that pass. I thought of brothers I left behind, with dog tags lost in dust and time. I ain't clean, but I still bleed. I came with nothing but this need, but the church never asked my name, never asked what broke or what I became. Just closed their doors and bowed their heads while I sat talking to the dead. No priest, no hand, no holy flame. Yeah, the church never asked my name. Lit a smoke on sacred ground where silence screams but makes no sound. I carved a cross into my skin, just hoping God might look within. And if He listens when I cry, He'll hear a man too proud to lie. But the church never asked my name, never asked what broke or what I became. Just closed their doors and bowed their heads while I sat talking to the dead. No priest, no hand, no holy flame. Yeah, the church never asked my name. If you pray for souls gone lost, don't skip the ones that paid the cost. fire's long, long gone, but the floorboards creak like they still echo every scream and streak. My coat still reeks of smoke and pain, and the boots I wore still bear the stain. There's a wall out back with names long scratched. Time and rain have left it patched, but when I look, they all appear like ghosts that only I can hear. I raise this glass for the lost and brave, for the dirt-stained hands and the lives they gave. They ain't in books, they ain't in frames, but the dust still knows my name. Yeah, the dust still whispers my name. I ain't slept right in a dozen years. I count regrets like I count these beers. Some say it's done, the war is past, but for some of us it never passed. I talk to God with a slurred amen. He don't say much, but I speak again, 'cause someone's gotta hold the weight of brothers buried by a twist of fate. So I drink for them when the night grows long, for the ones who faded but weren't wrong. They're not just gone, they ain't just flame. The dust still knows my name. Yeah, the dust still sings my name. Judgment's on its way, and thunder rolls are golden rays. But maybe it's the breath I take when I admit the hearts that break. I raise this bottle like a prayer in smoke to the ones who stood and the ones who broke. And when I fall, may someone claim that the dust still knows my name. Yeah, let the dust still know
I breathe in frost and copper haze. My skin is bark, my soul decays. The chapel burned, the names erased, but I still walk that cursed place. No sun has kissed this blood-soaked trail, just hollow bells and dying wails. The dirt still knows the way to men who prayed once then sinned again. The world moved on, but I stayed still, where silence climbs and time can't kill. And when I speak, they stir the trees. Old wolves rise up from ash and leaves. They know the scent, they know the sound of one who fell and never found. Their eyes don't flinch, they show no choice. The wolves remember my voice. The stars don't shine in places scarred. They blink like wounds, too proud, too hard. I drink to ghosts with breath like coal and feel their fingers in my soul. Their face is gone, but footsteps stay, like echoes trapped in yesterday. My bones still ache where cold hands bled on nights I buried what I said. Some call it sin, some call it fate, but I just call it far too late. And when I speak, they come so near, not out of love, not out of fear. They watch me burn, they saw me break and followed through each step I take. No judge, no cross, no heaven's choice. at my shoulder, one by my side. They never left, they never lied. They know the dirt all lie beneath the truth I carve between my teeth. And when I sleep, they'll guard my name where no one's clean and no one's blamed. They'll howl no hymns, they'll bear no crown, just circle close and lay me down. No holy cry, no fire, no noise, just wolves who still remember my voice. I walk down where the river bends. No flags, no kin, no need for friends. Just mud and wind and heavy rain to wash off guilt I couldn't name. I took the cross from off my chest and laid my sins where she once rest. The current spoke, but not in grace, just pulled me close with a cold embrace. No priest to speak, no stone to raise, just water weeping over day. I buried my name by the river bend, let it drown where the lost descend. No one cried, no trumpet sound, just a hush of earth pulling me down. And if the Lord still keeps a ledger, He'll find my name floating with the weather. I left my coat on a crooked limb as if to say I ain't him, and walked back slow through blackened clay with one less soul than yesterday. Some folks baptized to be born, I sank down just to be torn. I buried my name by the river wide, let the flood decide what must abide. If heaven knows or hell forgets, that name still drips with old regrets. I buried my name by the river bend, let it drown where the lost descend. No one cried, no trumpet sound, just the hush of earth pulled me down. And if the Lord still keeps a ledger, He'll find my name floating with the weather. My name by the river wide, let the flood decide what must abide. If heaven knows or hell forgets, that name still drips with old regrets. I buried my name by the river bend, let it drown where the lost descend. No one cried, no trumpet sound, just a hush of earth pulling me down. And if the Lord still keeps a ledger, He'll find my name floating with the weather. Sang off key, but she saved more than a rosary. She fed the lost with broken hands and knelt alone on desert sand. She never read from chaptered books, but grace still lived in how she looked. The kind of faith that don't need stage, just quiet hope and earned rage. She prayed in wind, not wooden walls, where real redemption softly falls. They don't build churches like her no more, just fancy bricks and hollow doors. But I still see her in the dust, where kindness lives and steel won't rust. She gave me faith I didn't deserve. They don't build name and hope that somewhere saints agree. She built more faith than they could see. No glass, no choir, no golden gown, just love that never let me down. They don't build churches like her these days. They pave the soul and polish praise. But I still walk where she once stood, barefoot, bleeding, doing good. She gave me faith I didn't deserve. They don't build churches like her. She prayed in wind, not wooden walls, where real redemption softly falls. They don't build churches like her no more, just fancy bricks and hollow doors. But I still see her in the dust, where kindness lives and steel won't rust. She gave me faith I didn't deserve. They don't build churches like her. It ain't always in a chapel with a Bible in my hand. Sometimes it's on a back road with the engine barely ran. Out where the silence cuts me deeper than regret. That's where I hear him, loud as he is. That's where grace finds me when I'm breaking down, on a porch swing evening or a ghost town, round in the smoke of my mistakes or a stranger's prayer, on a midnight highway going nowhere. I ain't gotta be holy, I ain't gotta be clean, 'cause he shows up in the in-between. That's where grace finds me. I've seen him in a sunrise over fields of July, and in a goodbye hug that made grown men cry. Felt him in the silence when I had no words, just a weight of pain I thought I deserved. That's where grace finds me when I'm out to fight, in a slow dance kitchen on a Sunday night, in the still of sorrow or the joy I've known, in a voice on the line saying you're not alone. I ain't gotta be ready, I ain't gotta believe, 'cause he finds a way to still find me. Yeah, that's where grace finds me. It ain't always fire, it ain't always light. Sometimes it's just the strength to make it through the night. I don't see angels, I don't hear choirs, but sometimes peace is enough to inspire. Grace finds me when I've lost my name, in the ashes of doubt and the pouring rain, in a quiet church pew or a truck stop song, in the feeling that I've been loved all along. No, I ain't gotta be holy, I ain't gotta be clean, for love like that to wash over me. That's where grace, yeah, that's where grace finds me. gentle in the next life, Lord. No blade, no badge, no fire or sword. Make my hands to heal, not hold, and let my stories all be told. Give me fields instead of fight, a quiet home with steady light. Let laughter come with every breath, and not just follow after death. I don't need thrones or crowns or name, just rest from all this war and shame. Build me gentle in the next life, please. No need to conquer, just some peace. No roads that burn, no friends that fall, just time to live and love through all. If this one ends with dust and knife, then build me gentle in the next life. Don't make me brave, don't make me bold, just make me someone warm to hold. Give me time to write and sing before the bells of battle ring. I don't need thrones or crowns or name, just rest from all this war and shame. Build me gentle in the next life, please. No need to conquer, just some peace. No roads that burn, no friends that fall, just time to live and love through all. If this one ends with dust and knife, then build me gentle in the next life. To break me still, do it slow and with soft will. Final gentle in what's to come, a voice that soothes instead of stuns. Let me die with no regret for chances took and hearts I met. Lord, no more edges, no more strife. Build me gentle in the next life.
Lit too many fires for someone else, chased dreams that sat on someone's shelf. I learned not to play along, but never wrote my own damn song. I held the door for every storm, but never let my heart grow warm. I wore my name like borrowed skin, afraid of what might live within. But now the night is closing slow, and there's just one thing I want to know. Will you let me sleep with no regret? No tally marks, no unpaid debt. Not rich, not proud, but soul made clean, like I lived the life I really mean. Don't need wings or a golden net, just let me sleep with no regret. I passed by mirrors full of shame, avoided light that said my name. I loved too late, I spoke too soft, I let good chances turn and walk off. And if you see the boy I hid, forgive him more than what he did. Will you let let me sleep with no regret.
There's a chapel made of bone and pine, where the wind preaches louder than time. The tombstones lean like drunken men, but each one whispers, Amen. This is the graveyard gospel child, where the broken walk reconcile. A sermon sung through wind and rust, where heaven grows from ash and dust. I lit a candle on my guilt, watched it melt through every fault I built. I laid my sin down in the lawn and heard a hymn call me home. This is the graveyard gospel child, where the broken walk reconcile. A sermon sung through wind and rust, where heaven grows from ash and dust.